Good morning, Pacific Crest Trail, Washington, day 5. It's 7:30 in the morning. I just broke camp and I'm leaving a place that was so wonderful, so beautiful to stay, called Crest Camp. Heading into the Indian Heaven Wilderness today. Whew. Feeling it. Covered both my blisters with Leukotape. I got one on each heel. And planning 15.6 miles today. And I believe an 8-mile water carry today. I don't want to fill up at Sheep Lake because I heard it's like a pond and it's got a lot of green. But Blue Lake is supposed to be really beautiful. And that's in about 8.5 miles. Spiderwebs. Okay, guys, I'll update you when I get a little further on the trail and it gets a little lighter. My GoPro doesn't pick up very good images in low light. Entering the Indian Heaven Wilderness. So I'm just walking now into my first burn scar that I've ever seen with the tree still standing, and it's just unreal. Oh my gosh, I mean, this isn't even the biggest one. I know there's much larger burn areas, but this is just outrageous. It's beautiful with all the new growth and the wildflowers, but the trees, it's like just toasted. They almost look silver. Some of them are charred. Oh my gosh. You don't want to camp in this area. Oh my gosh. Wow. I hope you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let me flip you around. Unreal. Still walking through a burn scar. Beautiful wildflowers everywhere. It's incredible. All the way up the hillside. at Blue Lake. It's so beautiful. It's the first lake that doesn't look like a pond. And hanging out with Owl. He's enjoying some cheese and tortillas right now, which I'm kind of jealous of, but don't tell him. And the weather is amazing. It's breezy and cool. And I just collected water. So I just had a really nice little lunch at Blue Lake with Owl, and then his two other buddies showed up as well. I forgot their names. I got my trail name, guys. My trail name is officially Thistle, and it was after I was talking to Owl and told him the story on my first day, how I got burdock thistle stuck in my hair, and another thru hiker who had already hiked up from Mexico helped me pick them out. I didn't even ask him. I just told him what happened. He came over and he helped me pick these thistles out of my hair. So I am Thistle now. Thank you, burdock plant of Washington State, for getting stuck in my hair. It was funny, it was embarrassing, very kind of him to pick it out for me, and kind of silly. So I am now Thistle. Well, my trail name. 8 more miles to camp. Still a beautiful day, and I will check back in later. I made it to camp. 15.5-mile day, so not bad, and tomorrow's gonna be the same distance, but I think less elevation, so it'll be a little easier. And yeah, so I'll show you guys what my camp spot looks like. It's a little kind of a stealth camp. A single tent fits here. The trail is right here. See the little trail marker? So I'll shoot down that way in the morning, and then you just come in here, and just room for one tent. So this will be my first night solo in the woods, with no roads around or other people in the area, so all by myself tonight. I'm gonna cook myself dinner right now so that I actually eat, because I feel like if I set up my tent and do all that stuff first, then I'm gonna be too tired to cook. So I'm gonna get the dinner going. I'm gonna have some, I think it's pasta Alfredo, and call it a night. This wraps up day 5. Day 6, it's town day. I'm so excited. I just broke camp and I'm just packing up my bag and I'm gonna get on the trail. I've got 15.5 miles today and I have to be there before 4:30 when the last shuttle gets there, so I think I could do it. All right guys, officially on the trail. Good morning. I slept so good last night. My little campsite, it was almost too quiet. I didn't really hear anything. Normally there's like more birds or chipmunks and stuff. I camped at 4,500 feet and it got down to like about 50 degrees, 49 maybe. It was like 51 when I woke up. So a lot chillier than the other previous camps. But I'm so excited it's town day. It's been a really emotional week. It's been really stretching for me. The first 3 days, I just had thoughts of wanting to go home. I miss my family. I'm lonely. This is really hard. And I was just drained and exhausted. And that heat just sapped me totally. Those 2 or 3 days, I think it was 3 days, it was so hard. But I didn't give up on a hard day. And I kept going. I just pressed in. I was just asking God to give me strength because it was so hard. It's been beautiful, but I know when you're overly exhausted, you get emotional easier. So like tearing up just at the thought of all those things that were going through my mind. But I don't want to give up on a hard day. I want to keep going. And I think once I get into town and eat real food and have some 7-Up or some strawberry lemonade and coffee, some burgers and tacos, taco truck, I'll feel refreshed, do my laundry, sleep in a bed, take a shower, and I think as I get stronger, of course, every day is gonna get easier, and I won't feel like that every day. Just those back-to-back days that I've never done before. I've never done so many in a row. So yeah, just getting stronger, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically getting stronger. Made it to my first road of the day. Gravel road. This is where I'm coming out of. It's cloudy today. Feels great. What a beautiful, pristine area. It's amazing. Okay, back on the PCT. The terrain is constantly changing. It's so cool. Now it's just like meadows with tall grasses and little trees mixed with some taller spruce and pine. Pine trees here. This feels like Eastern Washington for sure. Well, it reminds me of Eastern Washington. Not as deserty as some areas, but the pine trees and the red dirt. It's so cool. So I said that it reminds me of Eastern Washington. It is Eastern Washington. It's just when I think PCT, I don't think Eastern Washington, but I think 2/3 of it is technically on the eastern slopes. So I don't think you enter into Western Washington until after Snoqualmie Pass, maybe. I have to double check. But a lot of it's in Eastern Washington. So cool, so different than from what I'm used to, because I grew up in Snohomish County, Western Washington, and I hiked a lot in the North Cascades and the Central Cascades. So, yeah. Today has been by far the easiest day on trail. I feel so energized. Last night was the night I ate my first full dinner. The first 2 nights I had like 3 or 5 bites of something and I felt like I wanted to puke. It was rough. I wasn't used to having the backpack on, pressing against my stomach all day and heavy and going that many miles, and then the heat kicked in. It was like 90 to 100 degrees for multiple days, and I was going 15 miles those days. I couldn't eat. I barely ate it. Like, I don't even think I got 500 calories in each of those days. I had a couple bars, Snickers. Oh, it was rough. And then 4th night, I was able to eat ramen, a whole thing, a package of ramen. It was 250 calories. And then in the morning, I had it again. I was hungry. Had ramen for breakfast on day 5, and a little bit of mashed potato mixed in, which was kind of gross, but, or no, I had the mashed potato with the leftover ramen water. And last night, night 5, I had my first full dinner, an entire Nor pasta, and it was so good. I was so hungry that I could barely wait for it to cool down. I burnt my tongue a little bit, thankfully not too bad, but Man, I'm shooting for 15 miles today in 5.5 hours. It's all downhill pretty much except for 2.5 miles of uphill, and I don't think it's going to be that steep. But yeah, so I'm feeling like the Energizer Bunny right now. Probably that dinner last night, and I got really good sleep. I said that earlier. I did take 2 Benadryl because I was like, if I don't sleep, I am literally going to just keel over. But I slept. Well, I left camp, started at 7. I've already gone over 8 miles in 2.5 hours, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna get there. All right, quick check-in. So I've gone 9.7 miles by my halfway point today. Halfway point meaning halfway to the time that the shuttle gets there. So the shuttle gets there at 12:30, and I left camp. I started hiking at like 7:06. So I think I'm gonna make it. I only have like 5 more miles left, and I have 2.5 hours. So I'm really excited. Praise God for giving me strength. I've never felt that good. I've been trail running down this. This is the cruisiest section of the PCT in Washington State so far for me. The last 15 miles before you get to Forest Road 23, Trout Lake shuttle pickup area. Cruisy, smooth, no roots. There's like one little section with roots. Everything else, no rocks, smooth ground, it's soft. It's like a carpet. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm getting stronger. My pack's lighter. Guess you gotta watch where you're walking here. Brushy. These things are soft at least. I've been wearing shorts pretty much every day, and except today, but first 5 days, and I have so many cuts on my shins from like sharp leaves and like weeds or wild foliage. At least it's pretty, but it doesn't always feel good. I am coming up real close. I think I only have like 1.5 miles left. Praise God. I don't know where that came from. It was only God gave me that strength. He encouraged me. I don't know. I never thought I could ever do that many miles and feel this good. I have like almost no pain. My shoulders don't hurt. I'm not nauseous. I feel amazing. Treated it kind of like a little mini marathon through the woods there. Thankfully it's like 55 degrees. It's so nice. So perfect hiking weather. Almost to Trout Lake. I made it. A little smoky in the air. I don't know where the fire is, but I can definitely smell it. So I have 40 minutes to wait and I can rest. That was pretty intense, but I did 15.5 miles in under 5 hours. So 4 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah. I'm excited for the shuttle. Just got into Trout Lake, and I wasn't anticipating the inn being so far from the general store, but I stuck my thumb out and somebody pulled over right away and gave me a ride the rest of the way. I was like ready to collapse. I was carrying my like bag of stuff I got for this evening and tomorrow morning, and this is just such a cute inn. It's so adorable and it's so nice, and I'm really excited to take a shower. I haven't showered in 6 days. I've never gone that long without showering. Never been this dirty. I've never smelled this bad, but I'm so thankful for this. It's so good. This never tasted so good. Look at how cute this place is. It's so adorable. I'm too dirty to be in here. I need to go shower. Oh my gosh. A little ducky. So I found a pizza place down the road. It was only like a 2-minute walk from the Trout Lake Valley Inn, and I'm so hungry, and I'm eating this pizza, and then I'm gonna take the rest back to my hotel and put it in the fridge. I am so hungry right now, guys. Look at that. Oh, so good.